What's up everyone, hope you're all doing well. So we have an update on the incoming Alien Earth TV show, including a release date. So if we take a look at this article from IGN here, it reads, Alien Earth finally has a release date, episode count, and new story details. Alien Earth premieres its first 2 episodes on August the 12th on Hulu at 8 PM ET and on FX and Disney Plus at 8 PM PT ET. I think that's Eastern time in America, Pacific time, and I'm guessing that's European time maybe. August 13th in the UK and internationally on Disney Plus. So here it's the 13th of August. So what's that? 3 months time. New episodes of the 8 episode season debut each following Tuesday. So they're not sort of dropping the whole thing at once like they used to do on Netflix. I remember they used to do that. It's just drip feeding us once a week. Usually I'll if it's a TV show I'm looking forward to watching, like I would usually wait until they're all out so I can watch them all in one go, but I guess if I want to talk about it for the channel, which I probably will do, I'll probably just watch them in sequence as they come out. So it is set in 2120, well after Prometheus, and just 2 years before Alien and the unfortunate events that befell the crew of the Nostromo. So after Prometheus, and is that, when was Alien Covenant? That's after Prometheus. It doesn't say if that's before Alien Covenant or after Alien Covenant. I can't remember when that was set, but so I thought this was going to be the first ever thing, but no, it's actually after Prometheus, which is interesting. I wonder how they'll fit that in between between Prometheus and Alien then. So, unfortunate events that befell the crew of Nostromo, so I already read that. Alien Earth sees the mysterious deep space research vessel Maginot crash land on Earth with a young woman called Wendy and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers making a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat. So I still remain to be convinced about the story being set on Earth, because I've always liked how, you know, in alien films, it was the whole deal was like so that aliens don't reach Earth, wasn't it? But now it's like ABP, isn't it? It's like, oh, but they were on Earth all along, and it didn't really amount to anything, because the whole deal was like, if the aliens reach Earth, then Earth is just doomed. So I'm not really a fan of the idea of it. You know, like I said earlier, just aliens were on Earth, and obviously they haven't taken it over because the films set after still happen, don't they? Unless, because, you know, they're set in space, and then it's alien resurrection when they get back to Earth, and then when they land, it's all like, it's Paris, but it's all like abandoned, isn't it, and all like a desert and that. So maybe it was actually the aliens that destroyed the Earth, as we see in that film, possibly. But mind you, no, because they would know about it, wouldn't they, beforehand? So I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I guess we'll have to find out in August. So, so at this point in the timeline, Earth is governed by 5 corporations: Weyland-Yutani, Prodigy, Lynch, that's a new one I've not heard of, Dynamic, and Threshold, which, yeah, heard of, obviously, Weyland-Yutani and Prodigy from this, but yeah, I don't know who Lynch, Dynamic, or Threshold are. Interesting there's no Seegson, because that was from their game, wasn't it? The Alien Isolation game. Seegson was like another big like competitor to Weyland-Yutani, so it's a bit of a shame they didn't use that in it, which would have been cool. Cyborgs and synthetics coexist with humans, but then the boss of Prodigy invents hybrids, humanoid robots with human consciousness. Wendy is the first hybrid prototype and is part of the established push for immortality that is running theme in the Alien franchise. Yeah, like Weyland in Prometheus, because he wanted to make himself immortal, didn't he? And that's why he was like, that's why he had like David and wanted to meet the engineers and wanted to get the black goo and all that. this line of detail is interesting. After Weiyu's spaceship collides with Prodigy's city, Wendy and the other hybrids encounter mysterious life forms more terrifying than anyone could have ever imagined. This suggests there will be more monsters in the show than the xenomorph, or perhaps more xenomorph types. There's said to be 5 in total. So yeah, that is something that they've been saying, that they've shown us a little like hint of, is that there's going to be like new types of xenomorphs, so xenomorphs from different animals. I remember that trailer, or that teaser trailer they released, it had like a split second of what I think looked like a shaved cow. So going off the director's cut of Alien 3, there'll probably be at least one runner xenomorph in this, which will be interesting seeing the return of that. But yeah, so what's that, like a human xenomorph, probably a runner, so that's like 3 xenomorph types we haven't seen. So I wonder what animals they will come from. That will be interesting to see. Earth is governed, oh yeah, blah blah blah, read that. Right, yeah, the cast. I've heard of Timothy Olyphant. Didn't he play Hitman, I think, in the Hitman film? Seeing if I recognise any of these. No, I've not heard of any of these others, only Timothy Olyphant. These are just pictures from the old films. I clicked on that earlier to see, but it's not from the show. In January, showrunner Noah Hawley explained why he's not using the backstory provided in Prometheus for Alien Earth, saying he likes the retrofuturism of the original films. Hawley said he spoke to Alien Chief Ridley Scott about many elements of the Alien series, including its ties to the prequels, but ultimately decided to cut loose and move away from the bioweapon backstory because he preferred the lore of the original films. I agree with that. I like Prometheus. I wasn't a fan of Covenant, but I'm in two minds because I did like the Black Goo, but I also like the xenomorphs being a naturally occurring species, like an ancient, mysterious, almost like a plague. You know, I do like the idea of that a bit more. I think it makes it a bit more mysterious. You know, like the thought of the derelict ship with the space jock inside. You know, the thought of that being like, I don't know, thousands or even millions of years old. I find that a bit more interesting than, you know, it just being like, oh, that happened like a couple of years before the events of the first film. Where it talks about another Alien movie, Predator Badlands. Yeah, in that trailer it had Weyland-Yutani, didn't it, in the Predator Badlands? I wonder if we'll see Alien in that movie, possibly. I think that's it for the article, yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this, actually. I don't really have any expectations. They're not high, they're not low. I'm just sort of curious to see how it turns out. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to August, which is when we'll be able to finally watch this series, because this series has been talked about for a good few years. What's it been, like 5 years or something, since they first said there was work on it? But, yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time.